And it is a privilege to host this year's reflection ceremony on behalf of our PTSA. As a former music teacher, I believe strongly in the educational benefit of the liberal, fine, and performing arts. So what a joy it has been to see then those students who are willing to take their personal time to expand their imagination and talents in order to communicate to their community. This year's reflection theme, the world would be a better place if. These students would not have had this opportunity, however, if it were not for the dedication of their families, teachers, and other supportive adults. This year, we are exceptionally pleased to note that all 19 Walled Lake schools participated in this event. Walled Lake schools and our PTSA are united in our support of reflections, and we value all that our PTSA does for our children and for public education every day. Our PTSAs advocate for our children, for our schools, and for public education. So thank you, PTSA Council, and especially Kathy Fargo, Maureen Brown, and the entire Geisler PTSA for your hard work and support of this event, as together we meet the needs of every child every day.
The whole purpose of the PTA Reflections program is to encourage artistic expression through film and video production, dance choreography, musical composition, photography, visual arts, and literature. And as you know, Walled Lake Schools has some of the very best arts programs in the state and in the country. And this year's prompt really provided the creative foundation for some amazing work. This year's prompt was, the world would be a better place if. Hopefully you had an opportunity to view the incredible artwork and on display tonight in the cafeteria. You know our students are inspired by their parents, other family members, teachers, and the many role models that help them. Our students said they think the world would be a better place if everyone would do the right thing, if we had more trees and plants, if everyone had a home, if adults could think like children, if children did not abuse substances, if we had more sunshine in Michigan, if we had more time to spend outdoors, if our oceans and our Great Lakes were treated like precious jewels, and if each of us had the courage to help others. Tonight we celebrate our students' ability to think and to problem solve. They may have written a special piece, taken a unique photograph, or created another artistic expression, but the critical thinking that went into creating the piece is what we celebrate. I'd like to thank each and every one of you who is here this evening. You support your children, and you do make a difference. I'd like to thank you for making PTA a priority and the Walled Lake Schools PTSA Council Reflections event a part of your child's educational experience here at Walled Lake Schools. Tonight we have the opportunity to experience 3 student entries in the literature category, 2 student entries in the musical composition category, and to see 5 short films in the video category. Finally, thank you to our students. You truly inspire all of us.
I'm drawn to the ocean. Something is calling me closer to the water's edge, where a wave races up to the beach just to stop short of my toes, while another wave behind it is waiting its turn to reach me. Looking at the new charge of waves racing towards me, I see something riding the crest as if the ocean is sending me a gift. The new wave stops at my toes and leaves its rider at my feet. A plastic bottle. I pick it up quickly before the receding water can take it back again. Our oceans need help. Plastics pollution equals about 90% of all the trash floating on the surface of the ocean. It's the most serious threat to our oceans, and it kills over 100,000 marine mammals and 1 million seabirds each year from ingesting or becoming entangled in plastic. Sea turtles also mistake floating plastic garbage for food. Loggerhead sea turtles have been found with soft plastic ropes, styrofoam, and fishing lines in their stomachs. And seabirds ingest plastic every year, causing the seabirds to eat less food and ultimately starve. Larger marine mammals also ingest and get tangled in plastic. Large amounts of plastic debris have been found in the habitat of Hawaiian monk seals. Entanglement deaths are hindering recovery efforts of the seals, which is already on the brink of extinction. Entanglement in plastic debris has also led to injury in the endangered stellar sea lion, and 2 sperm whales have been found stranded along the California coast in 2008, with large amounts of fishing net scraps, ropes, and other plastic debris in their stomachs. Plastic pollution affects every waterway, sea, and ocean in the world. When we damage our water system, we're polluting our own well-being at risk. We're putting our own well-being at risk. We all have the ability to affect our oceans, for better or for worse, no matter where we live. The world would be a better place if we could stop plastic pollution in our oceans and help protect the marine mammals and seabirds that make our world rich with beauty and biodiversity.
Technology, good or bad? It is a weird but true fact I come to ponder as I look across my classmates, that another 10 to 20 years, they will be controlling what happens in this world. The thing is, and we have known this for a long time, the world will change as the time changed. My parents will always tell me stories of their childhood, how they would spend all day outside and wouldn't come back until they got hungry for dinner. In my generation, we are addicted to our phones and video games, that we barely know each other except for our Instagram accounts. Is that times changing or an actual issue? What happened to going outside and playing a quick game of football? The world would be a better place if we put down our electronics and help someone. What is technology? A tool or idea used to solve a problem. But is that really true? Like I said before, people change as the time changes. But nowadays, we hardly know each other because of technology. That is not the solution, but the problem. If we put down our phones and iPads, I know we can accomplish so much more. For example, I know completing this level of Candy Crush is less important than starting a game of soccer or doing my homework, but somehow, I still choose Candy Crush. If we could put away our phones and read a book, just think about what the future could be like. I watched my 3-year-old little sister choose to play games on the iPad or watch YouTube instead of going outside. She is 3 years old and loves YouTube. What does that mean for our future? I know we have to change our habits in tiny ways to make the world a better place. I know we have the power to make the world a better place. As Patricia Cornwell wrote, if every day, everyone would do something that pulls them beyond themselves, the world would start to be a better place. That means, if we try to do something you're not comfortable doing, the world would be better. Say you're afraid to public speak. If you push yourself to say, present a proof project by yourself, that might encourage others to do it. And then you make yourself feel better and you help others. That is making the world a better place. Another idea, and as silly as it sounds, a story we all heard as little kids, Fill My Bucket, has a great meaning. If we could fill each other's buckets with compliments and make each other happy, that would make the world a better place. If we could go outside and play, if we could put down our phones and read or do something helpful to make the world a better place. Will you make the world a better place? Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations to our winners. Thank everybody for coming tonight. I want to thank you for sharing your children with us and all their creativity. We appreciate everything that they submitted. They're wonderful, wonderful creativity. Thank you to all the chairs in all the schools. We couldn't have done it without any of you, so we appreciate all that. And we hope to see some great submissions next year.